One of the biggest stories in the year hit in early November when the Chicago Cubs won the World Series after waiting 108 years. One of the main players who helped bring that team to victory grew up right here in Central Illinois. Ben Zobrist, World Series MVP Ben Zobrist, and he helped create a workshop for kids that have the same dreams that he had as a young player. Trish Christakis caught that story.
I never can say that I thought I'm going to make my son into a Major League Baseball player. I never did that. I never thought that. I knew he was a good athlete, but there's lots of good athletes in a small town.
Growing up a die-hard Cardinals fan, Ben Zobrist never thought he'd see the day he'd be wearing Cubby blue. Fast forward, Ben Zobrist, the corn-fed Eureka native, hoisting the World Series MVP trophy after leading the Cubs to national headlines with a World Series victory.
It's probably changed his life more than anybody anticipated. I think fans would appreciate it even more if they knew how hard these guys had to work to make that happen, you know.
But it's not the fancy World Series or MVP trophy that Ben is most proud of. Outside of his wife, children, and faith, his hometown holds a special place in his heart. That's why 8 years ago, he and another local teammate came up with a way to give back to the community that helped shape him as a player and a person. Here's what he said about it a year ago.
I think when Brian Schaus and I talked about it in the outfield in Tampa Bay, you know, the feeling was mutual that we wanted to do something back in the Central Illinois area, being in the position we were in as Major League players. So everybody has the same heart, wanting to do something in the community for the kids.
160 wide-eyed kids flooded the doors of the Avanti Center, eager to play ball with their hometown hero. Ben coached, inspired, and treated the young admirers as if they were his own, teaching them the ins and the outs of the game. Chad Bailey of the Christian Center says Ben has remained the same humble person since he played Pony League baseball as a young kid there.
There's no, I'm in the big leagues now. It's just always the same constant.
Tom Zobrist always thought son Ben would have a career in church since he first went to college for Bible studies. But today, he rethinks his plan for God's.
The other men that he can influence that are going to have a huge stage that they're standing on just kind of blows my mind. You know, I'm thinking, well, maybe I was thinking too small. And so I'm just really thankful that God pushed me out of the way. Didn't let me stop it.
He helped end a 108-year World Series drought, claimed the MVP title, and did it all while still maintaining the same spirit he played as a young kid, just like the ones looking up to him today. Reporting in Pekin for 25 News, I'm Trish Christakis.